alive.
Okay. Session 3. As autumn falls upon the continent of Yzast, our party, around a campfire, Hikage and Relian presented their findings. The party had a hard decision to make. Continue on the path toward Aramor, finish the escort and delivery job Drax entrusted them to, or follow suspicions and leads into the forest toward a cave and possibly more goblins. With disagreement from Athena, the party voted to explore the cave, thinking Drax may be in trouble. The evidence at this point loose, but the party members have a joint feeling, a hunch they need to see through. Approaching the cave, two wolves were met and stopped in their tracks. These beasts showed signs of mistreatment, welcoming a small offering of food and a graceful touch. Their trust was won, and the wolves moved on. The party pushed on toward the cave. A short distance into the cave, in an alcove approximately 40 by 40 feet, horse remains are scattered about a dank, filth-ridden floor. Gnawed on bones show telltale sign of goblin and wolf alike. The repugnant smell of feces and rot fill the air. Of 3 makeshift caves, only one is currently occupied. Our intrepid Goliath barbarian, Relian, approaches the growling, agitated wolf. And that's where we left off 3 weeks ago. Geez, 3 weeks. Any questions?
Making a lot of noise on the way up. I remember that was the thing.
Yes, that was your strategy.
So just so we're entering this cave. We found a wolf, and I'm approaching it.
Yes. Any questions about anything else from anybody?
How are we with the darkness in here, and also if we have torches?
Yeah, so we'll use torches. You burn a torch an hour. Kind of like an easy way for me to keep track of time. It might not make sense, but whatever. Realism ruins D&D. Each room will add like 10 minutes and to the timer, and any action will add 10 minutes. Even though it won't take 10 minutes necessarily every time, it's just like an easy way for me to say every total of like 6 rooms or actions equals 1 hour. And then I can, because like most like spells and such, are on like 10-minute intervals and such, as well as like torches lasting an hour. So it just makes it easier for me to manage. And I'm gonna assume that you all lit a torch, at least one, as it's like pitch black in the caves.
Okay.
Unless you all want to say otherwise, but I've been describing things as if you have torchlight. So
Well, I know a good probably half of us don't have dark vision, so
Catch up.
catch up, evolve.
Let me get another level.
yeah, I was gonna say give me index 1 level.
So I'm gonna follow Ragelian.
Yes, it's catching on.
Going in making noise, because I do remember that I did grab my drum and I was like, let's go, boy. So I'm gonna go in behind him making a bunch of noise. That was his strategy, that's his experience, and I'm leaning into it. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys are going for the intimidation factor. So besides noise, Relian, what are you doing with the wolf?
I'm approaching it very slowly, kind of trying to mirror its actions almost, as I get really close to see what it does, see if it calms down at all as I approach, keeping a wider vision on the room.
Yeah, no sign of calming. It's kind of like starting to pace back and forth as it's growling. I'll say as you get closer, it's like its pacing is becoming quicker. It's kind of just like basically turning back and forth while it's kind of growling, keeping one eye on you at all time as it moves.
Is it caged or tethered?
Caged.
Is there anything else spotted in the room?
There's a corner that has an excessive amount of like refuse and discarded everything from like bits of fabric and small bits of wood to just like loosely shoveled filth. And from there it seems to have like a natural chimney almost looking thing that goes up into the rocks, but it's too small for anybody of medium size to fit into. And then there's two empty cages as well. Empty, unlatched. Let me know if you're looking for anything specific.
We entered through one part of the cave. Is there an exit out of this room other than that one?
Just the one.
So it's a dead end.
It's a dead end. I mean, I guess you could argue that this like natural chimney in the opposite side of the room is like where you entered it. If you had an ability that allowed you to shrink, it could possibly be a way through.
Understood. Are we all in this room now, or is some people behind?
I mean, Ace was way behind the cart, right? He was staying with it.
No, Ace is in the cave. I think everybody came to the cave.
We hid the cart and abandoned it, didn't we?
Yeah, we're hit the card.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
yeah,
hid
we
it.
hid the cart
Oh.
really well.
Like a 22 for stealth or something.
Yeah, it's really well hidden.
So, Dune, does your nose tell you anything? I mean, we kind of made the decision to come here because you smelled something.
Oh yeah,
familiar.
yeah. Well, in this room, I probably just smell animal refuse, but I can roll a perception to see if I can recognize where that smell. I think it was a smell similar to what the goblins had on them, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, you smelt. Excuse me. You just. Got like old man cough. Sorry. You distinctly smelt female human. It was very subtle. Yeah.
Can I roll perception to see if I can tell where that's coming from now that we're kind of closer to the cave?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, in the cave, essentially.
Oh, just spot on. Balance rating was
I
15.
missed
So
it, missed it.
it's not coming from this room, but you can tell that like I didn't draw a compass rose, but north is in the appropriate direction on this map. So it's coming from the west. You'd presume. I'll say you're kind of like, as you're doing your perception, you're kind of smelling around the room, but also like smelling out into the corridor. And it's definitely coming from across the way, opposite of where you entered the kind of like around this direction.
Where the arrow that goes to, we don't know what it goes to, is.
Yes.
Okay. I'll relay that to Sarah and the rest of the party. But I'm pretty sure this room is just where they kept the wolves, or keep the wolves, because there is one.
Is that wolf aggressive? Can we tell?
It's growling at you. It does not seem to like Brillian's approach.
So in my inventory, I have rations. Can I give half of rations away?
Yeah, what type? I mean, I imagine it would just be like smoked meats that you would be carrying, right?
Yes. So
I imagine most rations are like jerky and hardtack.
Yeah, unless like because Relian's like an active hunter as part of his like backstory, so I think that like he'd have a little bit better than hardtack. But yeah, jerky, prepared meats.
Okay. So I take prepared meats, whatever, from my backpack, and I drop it into the wolf's cage as I start backing away, realizing that what we're looking for is not in this room.
Okay. The the wolf like keeps growling as you start backing away. It slowly like lowers its head and sniffs the meat, looks back up at you, sniffs the meat again, eats it, and then kind of retreats to the back of the cage and lays down and starts chewing away at it.
Good doggy.
What do we do? Take a left?
I think we follow the nose.
Let's
Well, based
Yeah,
off
so-
of the owlbear, there's only one way in and one way out, so we're gonna have to backtrack.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll come out of this room just back into the corridor where we came in, and then just go in the path that's across the way.
Is there anything else we want to investigate or search here? It seems to be that we came here first. Maybe there's something worthwhile, but maybe the person we're looking for was kept here.
Think
Do you
there's-
smell anything other than animal?
Was there anything else kind of mixed in?
Definitely goblin. Like other various smells. Like I guess
You said he smelled female human. Did you imply it was someone other than me?
yes, someone other than Athena.
I figured. Can he narrow down where that scent is coming from?
Yeah, from across the corridor.
Oh, okay. So it's in the other room. All right, then I guess this room is done. I guess the purpose of this room could be the dog and whether or not we want to bring it with us. I thought we wanted to create noise,
We do,
but it seems like we've calmed it down. So what do we want to do?
it's still risky. I like knowing the dog's here. I've given it.
All right.
Some
I guess we
food.
can come back for it. Let's go back into the corridor, I guess.
I want to know more about that other female smell.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Remember, there's like a creek kind of going through here.
Ooh, I love this. There's an arrow on the left. Is that meaning that there is a doorway into another section of the cave? On the opposite side of the way we came in?
Yeah.
From the
So, excuse me. In the corridor, across from the way, it's actually, I don't know if anybody's memory serves them this well. Brillian had tossed a javelin after Ikage, I believe, cast light on it, and that landed about here, which there's like a bit of a shore on the other side of the creek, and the creek's not deep at all. This is like talking like inches deep. Slippery and dark, of course, but there's like a little bit of a break in the wall and like a bit of like a rocky area where it had landed, and it's more of like like a Y in the road. So there's the creek that continues up to the north, and then a path to the west, and then there's like a natural overpass, like stone overpass that goes above the creek, or rather maybe the creek has kind of like forced its way through the rock over the centuries to create kind of a gap through this stony structure.
Is it going through the stone or above the stone or under the stone?
Like through the stone. The
Like cracks in the stone?
Yeah, and there's a way through it. And it's almost like completely washed out, and there's a part of it that has like a wooden structure that kind of, like fills the gap at the top. If that makes sense. It's kind of like an arch of stone, and then there's like wood at the apex where it's kind of like needed some reinforcement to make it like a proper overpass.
All right. Do arrows mean we can enter to or from that cave section? Like, see where we are right now? We came from the right. Can we go continue to the left, or is that like...
Yeah, wherever there's a gray line, you've identified that there appears to be a path going through it.
All right. Does it look like we can go through the bridge pass, or do we have to take this path to the left?
You could go under, for sure.
Well,
We've just.
I'm not a fan of splitting up or anything, but I'm down to go left.
We just made a whole lot of noise. Do we hear anything coming after us now? We've kind of backtracked into this corridor.
You don't. The murmur of the creek is at a decent audible level. So it's hard to make out any sounds besides that. I don't know if you've ever been in a cave where there's running water. It kind of like throws sound in every direction. It's kind of a trippy sound. It seems to be blocking you all from hearing anything else besides the water, so you would assume that safe to assume that your sounds are being covered as well, at least while in this corridor and off the corridor.
So we all agree to go into this other room across the corridor.
Yep.
Yeah, would.
Okay, as you all cross the creek into this this rocky shore bed, it climbs fairly steeply upward onto like another landing that's dry and way less rocky. You can kind of tell like you climbed over probably what was like a washout or like a rock slide area, and at this point ahead of you can hear goblin voices echoing about. Does anybody speak goblin? I don't think anybody does.
No, I'm just dwarvish and
No.
common. No one speaks goblin.
Or where would it say?
Why would we? We just kill him.
Goblins speak goblin. Okay, yeah. So you hear goblin voices. There's at least 2 distinct voices.
Do they both sound like goblin?
Yes.
Where's our smeller?
Yeah.
Nose.
Hey yo.
Can you smell more than just goblin in that room?
I can try to. Hang on.
Hey, nose. This totally sounds like a
I'm flashing
Jersey,
I know.
Jersey gangster name.
flashing an ISO onto a flash drive, and like stupid windows keep popping up every time I try to click something. Let's roll perception.
The same smell of the unidentified female human is very pronounced at this point. And you can definitely smell goblins as well. And I'd say like hearing wise, wrapped up in that, yeah, more than 2 voices
More than 2,
at this point.
but they're all speaking Goblin.
Yeah, and with that 14, I'll say you there's a bald eagle outside my window.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wait,
Drop
pause.
that.
Pause, take a picture. That's America
Oh.
right there.
America flew away. Typical.
Aw.
No picture, no proof, not real.
Turned away.
You're stalling for time.
You also hear a distinct, in common, human voice cry out, "No!" But it sounds weak.
How far?
Probably about between like 40 and 60 feet ahead. And above you, right? So like you're going like up like a fairly narrow, like probably 8-foot wide tunnel. And it's sloped up, and there's occasional like stair stepping. So like I'd say like within this space, like some of you who are ever holding back are kind of like on the steeper incline, while those of you that are trying to perceive and stay up front are like on a clearing. And then it seems to step up to another clearing and open to a tunnel going both left and right in front of you.
So who's the tall one here?
I'm going to suggest
Most
that
of us.
I go first and take a look. And with no objections, I'm going to try and stealth up to upwards and see if I can see something.
Okay. Stealth it up.
Ooh.
Show off. Okay.
Is he doing something?
He's
I mean, he
stealthed up.
rolled well, so.
Oh,
I hope
he's
doing-
rolling.
she's doing something.
Yeah, Hikage has snuck up. How? Well, I mean, with that stealth roll, like, so I'll just say that you get to you notice that the voices are coming from the left as you get to the top of the narrow corridor, where the path seems to be of easier, better use, I would say. And you find yourself kind of hugging the wall, peering into an illuminated room that has a couple of like braziers lit. And there are 6 goblins in this room that you can count. There's a couple of dark corners that you can't necessarily account for. But predominantly there is a goblin that kind of catches your attention a bit more. Its hair's knotted at the top of its head and bound with like various like crumbling wild foliage. Wearing like a tattered coat that maybe was once red. It's hard to tell at this point, and the amount of soilage on it. And around its neck is a necklace of fingers, all in various stages of decay, with 2 short swords at its back. But none of that's as interesting as the bound female slunched over a rock that this goblin is holding a crossbow to the back of and prodding every once in a while, almost to see like to keep this human awake and conscious, as he seems to be barking orders and kind of rallying the other 5 goblins that you can see in the room, almost like he's disgruntled, and is maybe complaining to these other goblins, and they seem to be captivated. At least some of them seem to be captivated. Others are kind of milling about. There's also like some stacks of rations and broken crates strewn about the room. It almost seems like it might also be a makeshift storeroom of such.
Am I close enough to cast?
You can't see any of this. This is all Hikage.
Yeah, does it look like there's dark corners that I could get kind of behind a table, like a little more into the room?
Go into the room?
Like, I want to wave the party forward and then try to move a bit into the room to, like, open up the entrance for people to come running in behind me.
I'm going to stay as close to Hikage as I can to keep the back door open for the party.
Does the
Okay,
party
and
know
anybody
this?
that's approaching Hikage should make a stealth check.
I can do that. But tell me what to roll.
Stealth.
In that big column on the center of your sheet, there should be something that says stealth. Like, say, like Dex stealth.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in with the big rolls tonight. All right, I see how it is.
It's been a while. Just
Oh,
get
don't
warmed
worry.
up, baby.
We'll come through with the low rolls. Just you wait.
That's why I'm not
Right.
stealthing up as well. I'm just
Right when it matters.
We're gonna jinx it. I'm knocking on wood.
We're in a
On
cave.
your own head.
There's no wood in the cave.
Oh no!
Yeah, and so Hikage, to answer your question, there isn't really any structure that you could get to without exposing yourself to the party in this room, and there's no there's no constructed doors or anything like that. It's all just like natural cave formation.
Is there like an outcropping I could get, like half cover or something?
Oh yeah, like a stalagmite or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can you can find cover near the mouth to this room.
So yeah, I'd like to wave the rest of the party forward, pull an arrow out, put it in my bow, show it to the party, and then wave them forward, and then move in to get up behind stalagmite, might poke you in the ass.
Yeah, tight ones hang on tight.
Hang on tight. And my goal here being, as soon as, like, try to give the party a second to get, like, a few seconds to get closer, and then try to make a surprise attack.
I withdraw my warhammer, I pull it out, and I move into position as Hikage suggested.
Okay, so Yeah, if if you all want to sneak attack, everybody will have to make a stealth check.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
And well, the way that it works is group checks. If you have to have the majority, and it's a simple majority. So if 3 out of 6 of you succeed, then the group succeeds. Unless somebody rolls a critical failure, and that counts as 2 negative votes, and a 20 nat 20 counts as 2 positive.
I was thinking I'd like just try to attack before anybody gets into the room.
Oh, so you can get that sneak attack bonus before any of us completely and most likely screw that up.
Yeah, just like motion everybody up, move in, count to 5, and then shoot.
We got you. Let's go.
So she's getting the sneak attack, and then we're following up the sneak attack.
All engage combat so that you guys can come running in. Like, I might get a surprise attack. Is what I'm shooting for.
Okay.
With Hikage, give me a perception check. I'm gonna see how much I can tell you about this room. Okay. So, there are indeed 6 goblins. The one that has a crossbow to the back of this crumpled over rock female human. Her distinctive auburn hair gives her away as Sonaton, the first lieutenant of Drax.
Gasp.
And the 2 of them are at the furthest point from you, with the other goblins close by. And so they have probably, I'd say that they have about 3/4 cover from your angle on the door. Whereas the other goblins, or there are other goblins that you could hit outright. But the presumed leader of this group is actively banging on this bleeding out Sonaton with his crossbow with a loaded bolt.
So I don't have a clear shot of that one.
You have a shot, but it's not clear. Yeah, it'll be 3/4. So you'll be rolling with was it -4?
That's definitely who I was hoping to target.
How far am I from Hikage? I mean, can I cast heroism?
Yeah. With the opening to the room, you'd have to be right next to him. So, or next to her.
Then I'm gonna cast heroism on her. Wait.
Okay, sorry. 3/4 cover. +5 to their AC.
What does heroism do?
It helps you tank. Didn't
Okay.
die.
Oh, is that temporary hit points? Is that what it does? I think.
4 temp hit points.
All right. Well, yeah, I will then. I'm going to try and open with Guiding Bolt, and then try to immediately follow up with the bow attack.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
I'm going to open with Guiding Bolt, and then try to follow up with a bow attack immediately.
I mean, those are both actions, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get the first one off with a surprise. But can we just go ahead and roll that as normal?
Yeah, go ahead and so guiding bolt. I think that's a saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's a normal spell attack.
So, and you're targeting the leader goblin or one of the minions.
The leader goblin.
Oh, it is a ranged spell attack. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and throw that, and then everybody's gonna need to roll initiative, and then that'll determine where your second action will fall. So you're gonna get a choice attack, and then we'll resolve initiative.
All right, just roll as normal.
Yep.
Forgot how strong guiding bolt is.
My cat might have hit the button there and made a roll twice. I think it's only 13.
Still, the first one was 13, so.
It's done by feline, it stacks.
So, what, 27?
Should be negative, right?
No.
You ever
Negative
been,
1 damage.
you ever been carrying a box up some stairs and have a cat run right in front of you? Because that's a good idea, cat. Cats make great decisions.
I mean, they just rule the planet. We get to live here.
Only because there's an abundance of rats. They owe the rats a lot. All right.
Not wrong.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait, I thought we did.
Yeah, I jumped the gun on it. Does that my 12 still count?
That still counts, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
6.
It is populating in my little tool. Thank the gods.
Your tiny little tool.
Guys,
Yeah.
why are you making low rolls? Don't make me first.
You're gonna go first? Deal with
No.
You can hold your action if you want.
Is that everyone?
Sarah needs to roll.
But I thought I did.
No, you didn't. You gotta do it.
Again?
You hit your int button.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you did an
I thought I was
intelligence
supposed to
save. Initiative. It's up by your
I don't know how to
DC.
read
It's by armor class.
armor class. Oh,
Ooh, look at you.
All right.
show me the way.
All right.
I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Oh my god.
gotta love those Azamar.
Sarah, no.
Gross. Okay, give me a second.
I can give you a tissue too, if you need one.
Some new lungs, that's all.
Man, I need a whole new body. Where's that altered carbon bullshit, man? I need all the bodies lined up. Like,
Breathing's for
yeah.
chumps.
But altered
Reinsert
carbon,
the
you'd
disc. My body hurts. Get me the new one.
it'd be someone else's body though.
No, it'd be mine.
No, you'd be taking someone's body that's like in jail.
No, I'm pretending like I'm the super rich people that live up in the clouds. So I have like 10,000 clones at age 26, so that every time my body breaks, just like throw that one away and plug in a new one.
Plug it in new one.
Sidebar, edit that out of the Twitch VOD.
That's a lot of work.
We're gonna have to hire a contractor. So narrate the scene. So Hikage sneaks up into the room, is aware of the situation, sees comrade at arms like bleeding out on this rock. Seraphina follows up close behind as like signals are sent to the rest of the group, notifying them. I'm gonna imagine you all know at least like how to hold up like a number and like a arm cross or something for enemies. So you're all at least aware of the number of enemies, but you're not able to convey that there's a like a hostage situation or prisoner situation. Seraphina lays their hand on Hikage's shoulder, granting some divine energy to Hikage. As you do this, Sarah, you hear this dark, muffled, distant voice in the back of your head. Traitor of your ways.
Can I tell where it comes from?
It's divine. It sounds like it's coming from your own thoughts. It's definitely violating by nature. Hikage charges up form of energy in her hands. Is there a specific word that you utter when you cast this? Or is it just some arcane gibberish? Cool.
I whisper darkness into light as I extend both arms out, shoot a bolt, like a Kamehameha.
And in what language is that?
Fey.
Fey, okay. In a language that you all don't necessarily recognize.
Or Sylvan.
But it's yeah, that's right, it's Sylvan. Sorry. As this bright light illuminates all the cave around you, and somehow whizzes right past one of the goblins, through like a stack of crates, and smashes right into the chest of this goblin, this strangely adorned goblin. Tunk, as the crossbow bolt releases and snaps into the back spine of Sonaton, dropping her body limp. Before the body of this lead goblin even hits the ground, the 5 remaining goblins, drawing their weapons, a mix of crossbows and short swords, turn and yell out a war cry and start thumping their chests as they engage you in battle.
I want to cast Thunderwave.
Hold up.
He's updating the owlbear. Here we go. This is what I was waiting for.
Hikage curses under her breath.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, I just threw your tokens on here.
I wish we could zoom in, because I
You
I
can.
can.
You can't.
Mouse
not
wheel.
letting
My
me.
middle mouse button.
No, it's not.
You might have to grab the move tool, the hand
It
tool.
only lets me see what he's doing to it.
If you use your scroll wheel, you can zoom in and out.
No.
And if you
Maybe it's just delayed.
if you hold the space bar and click and drag, you can move them.
Let me try a different browser.
I'd still like to cast Thunderwave.
Yeah, we're just at the top of the the initiative. Hikage was was the one that was going to do the sneak attack, so that no one else had to.
I thought Hikage already did that.
All right, Chromeworks, Firefox
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah, sir. Yeah,
Did
you're
I
right.
have this whole like world in my head, or did, I mean,
No, you do. You will get an attack because you did roll stealth. Only the two of you rolled stealth to take the sneak attack. In order to sneak attack, you have to roll stealth against the passive perception of the enemies. So yes, you can.
I can roll now.
Yes.
I'd like my dice and my ball that only I can see.
I think for Thunderwave you have to be adjacent to the 15-foot cube though, so you'd have to move up and then cast it.
Oh, fucked it up.
Yeah. It originates from you. 15 feet.
I was close-ish. Wait, do I roll stealth on that or what?
No, it would be a Constitution saving throw, but yeah, you'd have to move up. I don't remember if there's
is
rules
that
with sneak attack
too
if you can
much or
move and attack.
no?
I'll
Just allow it.
you'd have to move to here to get that one goblin with it. You'd also Hikage would have to make a saving throw as well. So there
Yep.
is there is friendly fire.
I don't think you would, because it's not 15 feet radius from you. It's a 15-foot cube in front of you.
It's a cone, isn't it?
Oh,
used-
you're
Nah,
right.
Thunderwave's
It's
a cube.
Yeah, it
It's
is
a
a cube.
cube.
Yeah.
Oh, Thunderwave's a cube.
So it would be
So I can angle.
As I open up the spell description for Thunderclap.
yeah. So if you were right here, you could hit these two goblins with it.
Yeah.
You can see the red square that I drew, right?
I can. Just to roll again.
No, they just have to make Constitution saves. Just make sure you click the spell on your sheet so that it takes one of your spell slots.
Yeah, you'll
I-
have to roll the damage though, so you can roll 2d8.
All three of my spell slots are taken.
But you all rested, so it might be that you didn't hit long rest on your character sheet. You guys didn't have any combat. Well, what did you cast? You casted.
Thunderwave.
I know, but before that, you casted
It's just heroism.
heroism,
I gave him 4 hit points.
and then
Sure.
the spell that you cast on the wolf was like a at will ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you can use once for a
Race.
short rest, and you didn't cast anything beyond that. So you should, after you cast Thunderwave, you have like 3 spell slots, right?
Let
3
me
first
erase
level.
them. Now they're empty.
Okay, so just fill 2 of them.
Done.
So as Hikage's guiding bolt lands true on Tang and Sonoton drops, Seraphina leaps forward by 10 feet. And I think Thunderwave definitely has a vocal component. Yeah, so it's vocal and somatic, so that means you wave your hands and say something. As these like sound waves ripple from you, hitting those high notes. And each of these goblins needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Oops. Damn it. Cool. Critical failure for one of them and a 6. So both of those fail. You definitely hit both of them with the damage, which is 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
And she rolled 10 for damage.
Thank you. See that. And like you just watch as like the sound waves hit these first two goblins, and like their skeletal structures just collapse within them, and they drop like rag dolls in front of you.
So they die?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
No.
Yes. They break for now.
How much health do they have?
Not much.
Less than 10, or 10 or less.
10 or less.
Do you roll for health on each creature or just take average?
Most of the time I do average, but I change it. So like if I make like elites and minion grade. And also like if I want you all to fight goblins when you're like level 10, there'll be some roided out goblins.
They're not going to have 8 health.
Yeah. Okay, so Blat, these two goblins just splatter, drop in front of you, and the other ones, it's their turn now.
The goblin's turn, or is it my turn?
Goblins, they rolled 20 for initiative.
Wow.
What?
OP goblins.
Since when?
And-
Said who?
You killed their leader.
Like, instantly.
Okay.
All right, what do they do?
Vaporized him. So all three goblins draw crossbows and let them loose at Seraphina, the closest target. And just because Hikage is obstructed by, or obscured by them, by them, sorry. Alright, so here comes 3 crossbow attacks. Oh, sorry, short bow attacks. So I think one of them goes through. What's your AC again? Need to have that open on my phone.
12.
Your AC is 12.
You want a screenshot? I can send that to you in Discord.
No, I've got a. Thanks.
Just here to crap on you, DM.
Yeah. And DM quits. See you later. Have a fun day.
Oh, I will.
Okay, so 2 of those hit. Said 12.
One hit. Brilliant knows he's keeping tabs. I see it. I see this. I see the.
At least you got my name right.
Oh, for now. Happy birthday.
Brilliant
It's your birthday?
is 84. Yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Alright, Seraphina, you take 6 damage as an arrow grazes across you and 2 other land right in front of you.
And then.
Is it my turn?
It is Seraphina's turn again, followed by Athena and then Reliant.
Oh God. I'm just gonna Thunderwave again. Can I do that?
Yeah, if you have a spell slot,
I do
You have to
have
move in
one.
range again.
you have to move up.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Help, send help.
So your speed is 30, I imagine. Most are.
I don't know. Where do I go?
So see where proficiency is? See what armor class is? It's to the right of proficiency and.
Oh, walking 30 feet. Let's go that. Let's do that.
Okay, so the only one that you can,
She's old.
I
Does
think that
not
you
learn
can,
new tricks.
yeah, I think you can get to here, which would allow for you to,
Attack them
yeah,
with another thunder wave,
yep.
or dissonant whispers, because those are fun. No. Oh, that was a garbage roll.
Seven damage. They have to make con saving. Cool. I'm getting great rolls.
No.
Your spell.
My spell is garbage.
No, it's against your spell save. I don't have it. 14.
Should be
Really,
about
and no
12.
taunting.
Sorry. So remember that, Sarah, as a spellcaster, you need to memorize your spell save,
Somebody clip that because I'm gonna forget it.
which is 14. It's on your spell. It's right above your spells. Because I'll need to reference it frequently. Unless you guys are happy waiting for me to look at your character sheets every time I have to check something about it, because I can't memorize your character sheet.
I mean, once teach men to fish, you know.
And you did 7 damage.
17 damage. Liar. Whore. Liar whore. That's 7.
As you watch the 2 goblins crumple in front of you.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
All right, I would like to run up to Goblin E, straight to his face, and do a long sword
Straight to
attack.
his face. Do it.
I want to get right up in there,
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you can get right there.
right up in there. And I do long sword. Can I do it?
Yep, do it.
Oh my gosh! Of all the times to roll a 1. So that doesn't even hit, does it?
Maybe. It depends. They have to roll.
No, they don't. Not for this.
Don't.
So I missed, huh?
Yeah.
That's
So as
so
you
weird.
as you come up with your sword, you're just overzealous, and the goblin definitely dodges out of your way.
On brand. Overzealous.
As Relian does what?
Let's see.
Cries because he hates us.
Where's the
Amazing. I cannot believe I rolled a 1.
The
You know,
little
sometimes we just all gotta go to church and pray to our Jesus because
Okay, so I'm out of distance for striking, right? Yeah, because that's
You are,
30
yeah.
feet.
But you can
Yeah,
walk
the-
up a bit.
So
the little square tool in the toolbar will let you measure. I don't know if you all can see my.
yeah, I
measurement.
saw it. So I walk 30 feet up, standing right in front of that crate. The closest crate to me, and I aim my. I don't have my javelin out, do I? You can't take a javelin out and walk in the same turn, right?
You can.
Yeah, you can.
So I can take my javelin out and throw it.
Yep, with your free hand. You're ambidextrous.
It's true. Okay, so I take my javelin out and I throw.
he
At,
said that like that was a question. It's true.
at the
True.
It's true.
the creature. So that's an attack roll for my javelin.
Yes, it is.
So I do a hit roll, then a damage roll, right?
Yeah, you can click one right after the other. Whether it hits or not, we'll have the damage. Okay, that hits.
Holy shit.
As your javelin
Oh,
just
gamer.
as Athena comes up with her long sword, and the goblin like dodges to the left as she slices to the left. The goblin dodges right into this javelin that just spikes through its eyeball and drops to the ground.
Snoikes.
The room is cleared. Jeez, that was quick. Sorry, I didn't thought that I'd put. I didn't create a token for hooks.
Yeah, I'd like to run up to her and assess.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put a generic marker on there.
Oh, here, go. Go. Assess.
She's completely dead.
What? Tang's dead, not Hikage.
No, Sonaton's dead.
Right. Completely?
Yeah, she's looking at her body, Hikage. She's been beaten for the good part of a day. Was barely holding on to life when that bolt hit her in the back of the neck. And all of her armor and equipment have been stripped, and she's just like in like her cotton lining clothing, with her hands bound roughly with some eroded cord. She was definitely insulted for the past hours, so.
Wait, don't burn the bindings. Just hang on to the cords. There's, I think, information in them. Hang on to them. Don't burn them.
Should we check to see if there's anything else on them?
I'm just telling Hikage to not dump them. That's not trash. It looks like trash. It's not trash. I say hang on to the bindings. It's not trash. It has some history that we need to know.
I'm just like upset that this happened and not really looking to inspect her further, more looking forward to the other side of the cave.
I'm going to walk toward Hikage, and I'm going to cast Charm Person to chill her out, because she's had a day.
Oh, that's not how Charm Person works. It would make her like you.
Damn it.
Sarah, no.
You're out of spell slots too.
Yeah, I see that. Someone else's turn.
Is the battle officially over?
I want to go up to Tang, the goblin leader. I'm on the wrong tool. And kind of see like if there's anything on their body, because I know something. I think it was the map or something was taken.
Yeah. So there's a similar piece of paper as you found on the goblin near the road. Similar scribblings. This one has a few more details on it, such as a few names written in common, very poorly. One of them being Drax, with an arrow pointing to Aramore, which is spelled terribly. But that's crossed out, and in place of it is a drawing of a cliffside with like very comically like a straight up and down cliffside with like a castle like growing out of that cliffside. And a large, or like, I guess it looks, it could either be like some large goblinoid or an orc's face, like a little cartoon figure like hanging out of a window of this very silly looking castle tower growing out of the cliffside.
Feels like a scam.
Definitely a prince from the Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Go, nose. Let's
so-
go.
What's in all these boxes and crates?
Yeah,
don't think
Ace
anyone
wanted
looked.
to just start it, like, just picking through these crates, not like trying to be gentle.
Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up, up, up.
There's most of them hold provisions, but they're not. They definitely seem like they've been looted from someone else. There's no sign that these crates themselves were crafted by goblins or house things that goblins would have. It's definitely things that were stolen. And there's provisions. There's a few torches. I'll say you can add 3 torches to your inventory. And let's say 5 rations. I don't want to loot it all, but there's nothing of significant value.
I don't even use the rations I have. I don't know why.
You just have like a pantry that you open up and you put them in there. You're like the walking
Yeah.
refrigerator.
I don't
Wait,
know
we have
why Lorena
rations?
gave me rations, but she did for some reason.
We should replace those with something that would be of value to your character.
I kind of figured it was more like a mother giving their kids extra snacks to make friends at school.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah. Let's say she said it. She said exactly that. She's like, go make some friends. The key to the living
No,
is
a
through
good
their
mom
stomach.
would never say that out loud.
Well, to a unique construct that was found, you might take different tactics.
Hard. So what's next?
Guess probably seeing if what's deeper in this cave.
Do it, dog.
Oh,
So
yeah,
which way do you want to go? Because there's 2 paths. They probably connect to each other, but
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is these aren't here. There's like cave in. It's a dead end. there's like a pool of water, and I'll go back to the yeah, so you entered into the into this goblin area, and there's no visible way out other than the way you came. Oh wait, sorry, that's not true. I lied. There is one.
Liar whore, liar whore.
There is one. Well, it's not from the goblin den. Sorry, the diagram's wrong. It's actually from the hallway, where you came up.
Wait.
Where you went left into the goblin den, and it's more like
Who made the corridor? You did. Liar whore, liar whore.
I'm done.
Having fun with the sound effects already.
I'm done.
So the path that connected the corridor and the den is what leads to the bridge?
yeah, exactly. It's like when you came up from here, it like
Mhm.
went right and left, and you went left into the goblin den, and it
Yeah,
also
I did go
continues
left.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Wait, how many other beings are here? I don't remember. I thought we killed some. We killed a couple. Yeah?
We've killed 6 goblins.
No wolves.
We haven't
The
killed any
wolves are gone.
No,
The wolves are gone.
No, there's still a wolf in the kennel.
So I'm gonna move to the kennel. If I can. I don't know. Can I move that far?
Yeah, what are you gonna do in the kennel?
Hang on to your panties. I'm just gonna listen. Can I do a perception check? Which I'm terrible at. Like, let's face it. Terrible at it, and a perception check.
Are you trying to hear anything specifically or see anything specifically?
Nope, I'm just trying to listen.
Yeah, go for it.
Ow, help. Doing that one. Oh.
That was a dex. If you have a modifier, it wasn't added to that.
I'm just clicking buttons and coughing.
I'll just take your first roll and add your +2 modifier to it.
Thank you.
Oh, it already added. So 9. You don't see or hear anything different. The wolf in the kennel has like dozed off and is kind of curled up into a ball in its cage, but nothing else is new.
Who has the map that we found on? Sorry, not the map. The list that we found in the Goblin Den.
Dune, yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, it crude as that map may be, but yeah, no, I am holding it because I found it on the goblin.
Can I borrow the map from you?
Sure.
I take the map, and I go over. I follow Seraphina into the kennel. I motion the wolf over and try to get him to sniff the map, picking up the scent of whoever held the map originally. Is my intent.
The wolf ignores you through the bars. It like opens one eye, looks at you, and kind of goes and curls back up.
I drop another ration in. More ration, more of my beef stock.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I cast charm on him?
Yeesh. That ain't gonna cut
Not
it.
yet.
Yeah, the dog ignores the ration and continues to sleep.
All right, I hand the map back to Dune.
Can I charm person on Dune?
You don't have any spell slots.
Also, what's your goal? You can also just talk to Dune.
What's up, boy? I don't know.
Yeah. Player versus player stuff. I'm not going to allow. It's just it creates an antagonistic environment. So, no player versus player. Please.
Alright, so we have this hand-scrawled map. We know that they want to go to this hillside castle, right? We didn't see anything like that on the way here, did we?
No. Not that I noticed.
Isn't there still an unexplored part of the cave?
There is.
Right.
Yeah, there's a
overpass.
bridge we haven't gone over.
Hikage, do you want to start
Hikage,
off that way?
yeah, I'm like looking back at the group, like confused and kind of gesture towards where we haven't gone yet.
Yeah, may as well finish going through this place.
Yeah.
And if nobody objects, I will once again try and kind of sneak forward.
No objections.
Yeah, worked before.
Yeah, let's go.
Kinda.
Do it, Hikage.
With Hikage up front, stealthing away.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check, please. And we're at like I mean, technically we started like just over an hour ago, but does everybody want to take a quick 5-minute break?
I'm down.
Yeah, real quick.
Cool. All right, 5-minute break and reconvene around 45 or so.
Wait, I'm on. Am I on? I'm on. I'm off.
What?
I'm just checking my soundboard. Like,
Oh.
am I on or am I off? Am I on? I'm off. I'm off. I'm off. I'm on. I'm on. It's been a long 2 weeks. Just saying. Bye.
Bob, have you been playing more Outriders?
Wait, did you say have I been or am I going to?
Have you been?
Yeah, every now and then. I was actually playing a little earlier. They haven't done any major update yet. Did get to Apocalypse Tier 25 though.
What's the cap? 40?
I think 40. The last Steam achievement's at 25, but it's to beat the final Arbiter at Tier 25.
I thought your Apocalypse like 30 something.
Nah. It starts to really drag.
They need to change Apocalypse scaling. They need to either like move a decimal point over or just make it account wide. Like it's
Like I've pretty much just been doing drop pods, not the thing. And I think since I got to 25, I've probably run between 10 and 15 drop pods, and I'm halfway through 25. Like, getting to 40 is going to take a long time.
I keep trying to play, but I want to play my Trickster, but the Trickster's so squishy.
Oh, yeah.
And like I don't have the mods to do good damage on it. I feel like I can't actually progress on the Apocalypse tier that I am.
Well, you could send mods over from another character.
The thing is though, I need mods that are unique to
you need
Trickster.
the Trickster mods, yeah. Yeah, the only real way to do that is to essentially farm legendaries at a lower tier that you can do until you get the
Yeah.
mods, and then start crafting those onto higher level gear.
What I might do is like do lower tier like trials and try to like target farm the item
Yeah,
type that the mod spawns on.
yeah. I've stuff to do. I don't know how my schedule is gonna look tomorrow, but if I
like
am
a
on it
butler.
all
I'd like a butler.
same
A
time
butler. It's like
as you.
buttle my life.
I can just carry you through content.
Buttle my life, bitches. Let's go. Right? Yes. And how?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming back.
Oh my god.
We're here for you.
Hey, I want to know about your voice modulator thing.
Which one do you want? This one?
Is it free or did you have to buy it? I can't hear
Oh,
anything.
that's the really quiet one.
I can't hear anything. What?
The dog whistle filter.
Oh god.
Hello. Hi. Hi.
So did you have to buy the modulator or?
I bought a soundboard
Oh, a soundboard.
because I need a butler because I don't know how to live my life without a butler.
I see.
So full of shit, my eyes are brown. Check it. They really are brown.
Sarah's like, what's the one thing I could buy that would make me more ridiculous? And she got a soundboard.
I remember looking into getting like a voice mod to do like a robot voice, but then I don't know, like all the ones I tried sounded shitty, and all the other ones were like behind paywalls. It's like I'm not paying to try this shit out.
Join them. Maybe. I don't know. This is your game, Gray. I'm not trying to take over. Is everyone back? Hikage.
Hikage, yeah, I'm not sure.
Hikage.
Yeah.
You back?
Alright, that's all.
Welcome back.
Well, AC back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so finally somebody rolls a bad roll. Besides Athena, me and Athena were alone for a while, rolling terrible rolls.
It's so funny because I was just like, oh, I wonder what like my melee hits are gonna be like. So I was like doing on self. I was doing, what is it, the long strike or whatever?
Dungeon Master?
I was doing
Hello?
hi. I was doing long sword to myself to see like what the average hit was, and it was like 25, 24, 23, and finally it like comes to my turn, and when I do it, it's like 1. And I'm just like, wow, okay.
Well, luckily you rolled 1 when you didn't have any collateral damage near there. Because if you roll 1 to hit and there's a friendly engaged with the enemy that you're attacking, you have to roll d20, and on a 10 or less, you hit your friend instead. So
I had a
melee
question
fighters, be careful.
about that. Does that also apply to NPCs?
That is a good question.
Because that's the only time I get annoyed about those type of house rules is like when you make shit up that only punishes the players, but NPCs just get a pass on.
Oh, it's core rules. It's the
That was a burn, man.
Not for 5e.
Hmm.
Yeah, core rules for 5e has like no penalty or bad thing for a crit fail other than like it always misses no matter what. A lot of people do house rule in some sort of negative occurrence.
I could have sworn that was part of the core rules.
It was for like 3rd edition and Pathfinder and all that, but they removed it for 5th edition.
Okay, then we won't do it. It's probably just a jumble of rules in my head. Sorry.
I'm
No.
good if you want. I'm just clarifying that
No,
like
no. I feel like we just crapped on our DM. That's like shitty. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, like I said, most of the DMs I've played with play some kind of like something can happen if you roll a
I'm
crit
just
fail.
clarifying that it also applies to NPCs. Like if
Okay,
we're
Beth.
fighting some bandits and one of them crit fails, they better be like
We
swinging at
find
their
some
friend's head.
goblins. Let's go, gamers. Let's go. Right? We find some goblins. That was the thing. For sure.
Well, we're on a bridge overpass now.
I didn't roll very good on my stealth. I got a 9.
So, is the next part the results of the stealth check then?
I don't know. Where's our DM? Is he gone? No. Hello?
Hikage, you as you cross the overpass, you can see down below to the left that there is in fact a second, another passage to the north of the creek, where the creek kind of flows up uphill and creates another corridor, but it seems to be like turning towards the same direction that you are headed in, crossing the overpass. And ahead of you, you can see that the corridor does begin to expand open into a chamber.
Is it lit at all?
No, there's no illumination.
As long as it's not lit, I'll keep moving forward.
I follow closely behind, keeping about 10 feet of distance.
Let's stay right behind them. Within 15 feet.
Okay, you get to a room that has two naturally formed pools in it. They both seem to have a mechanism where you can see the water isn't being held in these wells entirely. It's kind of trickling out a bit and joining with the creek itself. But it's being held by like these mechanical like locking mechanism, right? Like ship locks. That looks like there's a winch that could be turned to open said lock to release the water being retained in these two pools. which presumably would join the rush of the creek.
Alien, what do you feel? Do we stop the creek or do we build the creek?
The creek is creating a lot of sound. That's good for us trying to sneak through here. I don't think we stop it.
Build it? Nose. Nose.
Would building the creek flood the den?
Don't know. Wondering
Well-
what the nose knows.
Well, what are we looking for?
A flood, perhaps. What do you smell, my friend?
There's the tab. Oops. Hang on. I forgot to right click to hit advantage.
Oops, he did it again.
But I guess I'm looking. Yeah, just to see like if there's anything like, I guess, noteworthy up ahead where this is going.
There's a sorry. There's the corridor continues towards the back of the room. But with that roll, that's about the only other thing you perceive. I guess like you also notice that there seems to be like a natural spring coming up from each of these pools. So if drained, it would naturally refill itself.
Okay, so these pools are the source, essentially, like truly, they're actually the source of the
Maybe.
water.
Part of it. It's definitely at least because it's blocked off. It's adding a trickle. You imagine that like if there's like I guess you also see like there's like an overspill, or a spillover rather, that would allow the water to continue to funnel into the creek. But the main stream of water is coming from like behind the wall. It kind of like dips under and is like seeping out in from a crack that would be impossible for a medium creature to crawl through.
Kage, do you see anything special about this?
I'm honestly not at all interested in the pools. Just trying to move deeper.
I want to follow Hikage.
I just like glance at them and kind of keep moving past.
I motion the entire group forward to this other end of the cave to see where it leads.
All right, I follow.
Yeah.
Noticing Hikage's been a little distracted ever since the death of the human. I take a couple steps in front of her to kind of gain the lead spot in the scout position. I go as far as 30 feet before this next entrance spot, it looks like. And then I stop to hear any sounds.
You hear a clear vocal mumbling creeping down the passage. It's
What's the landscape like?
As you're going, again, it's climbing up. Like, the further in the back of the cave you go, the higher it's climbing up. It's warmer in this corridor. You get a scent of smoke drifting down, and the occasional pop or crackle of dry wood in a fire. The cave seems to be fairly clean. And you've all been in this cave system for an hour in game. So I imagine you're queuing up a second torch at this point. And yeah, you can't quite make it out. It sounds like it might be goblin that you hear, but the voice is lower and much harder to pick out. But you do hear this low rumble. Oh.
Alright, I relay what I hear to the group behind me before advancing.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and just stay behind Relian.
I'm going to stay back as well. This is not right.
I look to the rest of the group to see what their thoughts are. Kind of that communication without words. Do we anticipate as I grab my warhammer in my hand? Are we looking for stealth or are we looking for retribution? As I glance over at Ace, Athena, and Doom.
The voice that made that noise, did it sound like it belonged to, like, something big?
It could have. Things can be fake, though.
And we just lit up a new torch. What does the current room look like?
You're in a corridor
Yeah.
moving out of the two-pool room. It's, a natural corridor, cave corridor. It's about 10 feet high in its lowest spot, probably like 15 feet high in its highest spot, but it's like ragged and about between 10 and 15 feet wide as well.
So the noise is like way farther down the hall then, right? It's not like we're in the room with it. And
We're
it's
30,
just
30 feet away
okay.
from the edge of the room.
Is there someone with dark vision that can go up and kind of see what it is without alerting them to our light?
I can.
Well, is there light coming from that room?
Well, I'm wondering if it's something that's asleep.
How far up is Hikage?
You guys are both behind me, and I'm 30 feet away.
I can step up. I can step up 30 feet. If the dice are kind to me. Tell me, DM, what do I do?
You do what your character would do.
Going guns a-blazing, no. I'm gonna approach as quietly as I can, as far as I can.
You're sneaking down the corridor as far as you can.
Yeah, as far as I can. Which one is that?
Stealth. So, yeah, you go as far as you can and trip on a rock, and it goes skidding. It goes skidding into the room ahead of you, and this large voice cackles at you. As you notice, like as you kind of stumble, like and fall on the ground.
But like this. Like this.
On your back, sure. Like a cockroach. The room is fully lit up by a giant fire pit in the middle that had like it goes up into a natural chimney above. There's like a makeshift throne, if you will, made out of pretty much just a pile of bones with like a some form of not well cured animal pelt draped into like the seat lining, and there a large dirty bestial creature stands up and says in common, scratching its chest, "Weak, pitiful creature. Look at you on the ground. So embarrassing. Come here by yourself, thinking you can beat me? Surprised you made it this far," as she turns to pet a large dire wolf next to her. "I don't even want to get up for you." And she sits back down and says, "I assume you're friends of those humans and that weak old dwarf."
Sarah? Asking you a question.
Be gone. She's so confused by what she's just seen.
What do you mean, she's gone or the thing's gone?
She's gone.
She ran away?
That weak old dwarf? That weak old dwarf, how dare you?
That must be alliterating to Drax, because that's the two. So they've now killed our two humans. The last person that this large creature would have known about is Drax.
He's still here.
Drax is
We
around.
can't go.
Do you think
Big
it's too
creature! She yells at you, chucks like a femur, and it like hits you in the back on the ground.
All right, so either we're gonna fight this thing and see if there's anything. Oh, what does the owlbear say? Where are we right now? We're right there. Are we still on the bridge according to owlbear? Are we?
No, I think that didn't get
Yeah, we're
moved.
right on the bridge pass.
I think
Okay.
we're at the edge of the room,
And where is this monster on owlbear?
in that black room that hasn't shown.
Yeah, I think we're like over here now.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it,
Okay.
Can we hear what is this large creature saying outside of Seraphine?
Yeah, I imagine you all are moving up the tunnel, right? How far are you all moved up, and what are you all doing?
I feel like we're kind of spread out because we're in this line.
30 feet, 60 feet.
I don't know what our marching orders are, but Sarah's in front because we
Sarah's
wanted her to
at the
dark
edge of this
vision.
room, yeah.
The bar's in front. There are no marching orders. It's just a party.
Well, I think he's wanting to know in case he keeps throwing stuff who's getting hit. We need to go forward. If we're going to continue searching for what we think is our friend or our boss,
Yeah.
we need to see what's beyond. So we're going to have to either take this thing out or talk it down. Does it look like we can talk it down at all? It seems to have a direwolf.
But it seems lazy. So, hearing everything, I burst in the room, right beside, like one step in front of Sarah, and I say, "What have you done with Drax?"
Nothing. Gave him a safe space. Gave him a safe space.
Quiet, insolent! Drax, the dwarf? Huh. Drax belongs to Biggie Bum now. Biggie Bum. Big. Biggie Bum. Eat Drax for breakfast. You'll never find Drax.
Whatever, Biggie Bum. Whatever. Next time.
How big is this guy compared to Dune?
About the same size as Dune.
Okay.
But
So is he
muscular.
like
And... I'm sorry, what?
Is he heightist or are they heightist? Like they only care about big people?
Hmm.
Go ahead and give me a insight check.
Oh god. Okay. Me?
Oh god.
Someone else
Roll
should
the dice. Oh
You're
god.
the one wondering. You roll the insight.
This is gonna be bad.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Average.
great. Oh, not too shabby.
He just didn't have a modifier. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have had a -2.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you're trying to tell like if there's any kind of like bigotry or
I'm trying to see
preference.
what it respects, so if maybe we can like reason with it or intimidate it. That's what I'm trying
Oh my
to do.
god. There's no reasoning with NPCs.
I
You
mean,
yeah. So you can you can definitely tell that and I'll say that
because it might be dumb. Think how Gandalf was.
It might be. I mean, you're right. It might be dumb.
Think how Gandalf was with those trolls, right?
Gandalf Grey.
so you yourself have not seen this type of creature, but you've heard stories of these large goblinoid creatures people call commonly bugbears. You don't have any experience with them, but you can tell based off of the minor interactions thus far that it has low intelligence and is most likely motivated by power and sees the most powerful thing in its eyes is strength, physical brute strength.
Raelian!
Rebellion.
My time has come.
He's already in the room talking to it.
Woo!
Yeah, so. Alright, so it's not height.
I take my Warhammer.
Are we doing initiative check? Are we battling this thing?
Oh, not yet. So I take
Okay.
my Warhammer, and I smash it on the closest rock nearby with all of my strength, trying to get it to burst into as many pieces as I can, in an intimidation check.
Oh, sure, yeah. Roll intimidation. You could also add, I guess, your strength modifier if it's higher to your intimidation check. It's one of my hacks. I know this is like house rule. Sorry.
Okay, so how do I do what you just said?
You just roll intimidation. I mean, is it
Okay.
even a different modifier? It might be the same thing.
I have an intimidation modifier.
Intimidation's charisma.
What's your strength, Relian?
My strength is
Your strength modifier
Million.
is plus
is
4.
plus 4. Okay,
Plus
so
10 million.
instead it would be 20. Because I'm sorry, but like the intimidation is only charisma doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like
It
there's
does
definitely
in some instances, but most no.
yeah, there's
strength
ways
would be
to intimidate with strength, obviously.
Way
Right?
easier to intimidate with.
So
But the way that
So
I'm
much
gonna
easier
see
to
it as
intimidate with
the
charisma. I mean, I'm just saying.
the caveat though is charismatic intimidation can be backed down, but strength, if it fails, it'll be seen as a movement of aggression, right? So,
I mean, we could have an entire like 3-day conversation about this, so let's just put that on the docket.
yeah, but I'm the DM and I'm God, and so I say that's what it is.
so it would
so
be
there
a
is no
19
conversation.
then, because my intimidation modifier is a -1. So 19.
No,
No.
it's just strength. So it's 16 plus 4.
Okay.
I mean, my intimidation's pretty decent. But I'm only 5'10".
Okay, so I go in and I smash this rock as hard as I can, hoping it
Smash
blows up.
it.
Close, but this is a really hard DC because this is a big dumb bugbear.
Wait, do I need to do something?
Gonk stands up, or this creature stands up, and says, "You try to intimidate Gonk?"
I will intimidate Gonk.
At Relian, and she whistles as she lunges at Relian to attack. Whistles to her direwolf to attack. We're just gonna do this one as Theater of the Mind. I'm not gonna pull up a map. But everybody roll initiative for me.
I thought we had that one. Oh shit.
Sarah and Athena still need to roll.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing it. Okay.
The intimidation check failed. It is now
Wait.
combat.
What? I thought what?
We're doing initiatives.
No, someone was distracting me in my DMs. It's not my fault.
Still gotta roll.
Am I supposed to roll something?
Yes, initiative.
Initiative? And help.
See where your armor class is?
No.
And there's 2 left.
Oh, there it is. Crap. Crap roll. That's what I got.
Not the last person.
So I'll set the stage. So we're doing Theater of the Mind, so you guys know what you're working with. The room's about 25 feet by 25 feet. It's
Okay.
it's like a, it's not hard edges. It's like a open space. So it's 25 feet across from the center apexes, right? Diameter, I guess. And in the center of the room, there's a giant bonfire. Next to it, a big pile of wood to keep it raging. The room is physically uncomfortable in how hot it is. There's like tons of sweat dripping down Gonk's face and body. She's mostly like just bare-chested and has like a small loincloth around her waist. In one corner of the room is a pile of ruined and old mixed with like new crates and chests and barrels, seemingly of the same origin of pillaging as was found in the previous room. Gonk herself is running towards Relian with a giant morning star that seems to be made out of like where like the metal ball is. There's like a large animal skull that has like multiple other horns fastened to it somehow. So it just looks like this bulbous skull with like horns all over it. Her pet direwolf is following her lead right at her side. And I guess you'd also see, because it's so illuminated in the room due to the fire, that you can see where that natural chimney structure from the kennel before comes into this room. Comes up into this room.
Can I cast Mage Hand to stop that dire wolf?
No, you don't have any spell slots, and it's not your turn.
Mage Hand is a cantrip, but it also can only like lift like 15 pounds, which is definitely not enough to stop a direwolf.
Yeah, Mage
Slow
Hand,
it
you can use it to
down.
like create distractions and stuff. You can
Let's slow it down, like give it a distraction, something to look at, like
The rules are very
over
specific
here,
about how
not
much
over
weight.
there. No more than 10 pounds.
You're trying to pick up the dire wolf?
I'm just trying to distract it.
Okay. On your turn, we'll see what you can do. Hikage, you are actually up first with a big 24.
Yeah, I see it. The bugbear jump out of its seat and immediately try to put a arrow into its chest. But I only rolled an 11.
As Gonk definitely, like, in her charge, leans a little bit to the left as the arrow flies back and hits the back of the room. And she brings her Morning Star down onto Relian. And critically misses. Due to popular demand, I'm not going to use that house rule.
I didn't say we had to get rid of it. I just wanted to clarify.
Use it! Come on! Use it. Just use it.
Sounds like critical miss would benefit us in this case. So.
Yeah, I'm just not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And smashes against the ground as like one of the horns breaks off of the Morning Star, and you just like get this face of just hot breath, Relian, of just this big stinky bugbear just spitting all over you, and like perspiration just like flinging off of her body, almost raining down upon you. We go to Dune.
Disgusting.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I want to take care of this dire wolf. You guys can take care of the bugbear. I want to put the fire in between me and the dire wolf. So move to wherever that is appropriate.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast Thorn Whip and try to pull the dire wolf into the fire.
Nice.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I gotta roll the damage.
Smooth.
In Thorn Whip, you can move something up to 10 feet. Is that what it is?
Yeah, any large or smaller creature.
Sorry. You guys know of like any like weird viruses that are going around? I think I got something new.
You got monkeypox?
No. Got the got the vid. Okay.
Vidrak?
Yeah. It's like really nice and just always wants to play games even if I don't have time for it. So Thorn Whip successfully does the direwolf have to make a saving throw to, or is it
Nope.
just if it hits?
If it hits, you can bull him.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah, so Dune kind of like does like a quick dash and like a skid to a stop as he casts this these thorn emanate. I imagine it's just they spontaneously appear from your hand. You could even give it flavor if you wanted, being that you're like an artificer or whatever. Grabs this dire wolf and squeezes it as it lets out a yelp and gets pulled back into the
Give
fire.
us a flavor. What kind of flavor? Give us a flavor. Give us a flavor. He gave you a chance to give us a flavor. Give us a flavor.
For the time being, my casting focus essentially is just a set of Smith's tools. So like holding I know they have a proper name, but the tongs. Just kind of using those, and just a thorny whip comes out from it as I pull it into the fire.
Cool.
Sounds toasty.
Like a blacksmith's forceps kind of a thing.
Yeah, I know they have a name. I just don't know what it is.
Everything has a name. That's the only thing that humans are good at, is just naming things.
Putting things
too
in
much.
boxes.
Yeah, so we can hate them. We can either hate them or love them. Mostly hate. Okay.
But
And-
I love them in boxes.
The wolf gets pulled back into the fire, singeing it. I don't know what damage a fire pit does off the top of my head, so let's just say it's going to give it a additional 1d6 damage. Is that
Sure.
fine?
Well, it works.
That sounds reasonable for fire.
Fair.
How does fire roll?
Here. Roll that. Whoa, so good.
So the wolf isn't pulled or caught completely off guard. It's definitely pulled off guard. It cinches it a little bit, just like its foot drops into the fire a bit. Take 7 damage. And Sarah, you are up with Ace on deck, followed by Athena.
Did I not do that already? Just like replay the thing that I tried before.
did you want to do something with Mage Hand? So now that well, the direwolf is right next to the fire, and like kind of pulled down to it. So, I mean, be creative. What would you like to do to?
Oh, hey, wait, where are we? Let me look at the map. Is the map
It's a theater of mind.
up to
There
date?
is no map.
Wait, what do you mean there's no map? I have a map.
There is no map.
I have a map. I have a map in front of my face.
But it's not a battle map. This one's theater of mind.
All right.
Oh, and so you might want to question using Mage Hand because I don't. Does it say
I'm
it's
not going to use it.
a bonus action? I should know this. I played a rogue recently.
No.
You have to use your action to control the hand anyway, so you'd have to cast it and then wait for your following turn to use it. What you can say. This is like a game that Malx was DMing. I just said that like I always just had my Mage Hand casted because it's a cantrip. It's just like
It is just always there, yeah.
it's invisible. It's just like it hangs out on my shoulder like Cousin Id or whatever thing.
Oh. I have one of those. Actually, I do have a thing just down there.
Okay, what you doing?
Oh, I don't know.
There's a bugbear growling at Relian with its direwolf just recently pulled into the fire by some crazy thorny.
I don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna touch Raelian because I think it knows Raelian. I think they're kind of like from the same. They're cut from the same cloth. So. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on something. I'm not really
You don't have
sure.
any spell slots?
Oh damn it! I'm out of spell slots. All right, so I'm just gonna like run away.
Like take cover.
Yeah, because that's what I do.
You do have a cantrip spell, I believe.
Hang on.
It's the funny bard one. It's like
Why is everyone laughing? Is it light mage? Vicious mockery?
Yeah, you just like you insult them. You try to insult them to death.
Which you've already done once this campaign.
Yeah.
Let's go, gamers. Except I only got
I only got a 1.
Oh, and they have to make a
Wisdom.
Psychic saving throw.
Wisdom, right?
Crap. That is a shit roll. I would love a redo. Redo.
So, what did you yell at Gonk, or whisper at Gonk, or say to Gonk?
Gonk. 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 Gonk.
She looks up briefly and just returns her gaze back to engaging with Relian. And weird. And you said you found some cover. I'll say you found like some cover behind like a pile of crates. Give me, I'll say half cover. Ace, you are up, followed by Athena.
All right. So Sarah ran away, ran to cover, right?
Yes.
Raelian ran into the room. The direwolf got pulled into a fire. Did
By Dune. Yeah.
Dune run into the room?
Yeah, Dune ran behind the fire, and as he pulled the wolf with him.
I'm assuming there's a spot somewhere in the room where I could hit just the bugbear and the direwolf with a 20-foot cube, just them.
Yes.
Okay.
You'd kind of like be in between Dune and Relian, so you can kind of absolutely.
I want to cast a Fairy Fire, just hitting the Bugbear and Direwolf.
Okay. Is that a Dex saving throw or Con saving throw? For
It's Dex saving throw 14.
And then it's like full damage, half damage sort of thing.
It's any attack rolls against an affected creature has advantage. And the creature shimmers with a blue outline.
Oh, cool.
So Gonk can't turn invisible.
And sheds a dim light within a 10-foot radius. So it just hit Gonk?
Yeah, it hit Gonk. The Direwolf was able to avoid sparkling.
Alright,
but Gonk is definitely glowing blue right now.
Then I guess move into... No, I'm going to stay in the doorway, because I think I'm the last one in?
Athena's not in
Or
yet.
Athena's still in the hallway. I'll stand, I guess, just in the doorway with enough room for Athena to move past.
Yeah, and you could also say that, like, you move out of the way for Athena to move in if she wants to.
Other games we played, you can move through someone else's space on your turn. You just can't end your turn in their space.
Yeah, and like thematically, right? It's like if you wanted to block the cave entrance, you could, but like allow for Athena to get past you, right? Like it's all happening in this.
Anyways, that's my turn.
Cool. Athena,
Gonk is now glowing.
Glowing Gonk.
Alright. So I'm the last one into the room. Is there space for me to come up to its face and do a longsword attack on it? Without hitting anyone?
Yeah, you could come up and flank.
Or even maybe I can get on it, do it towards its back, since so many people will... But if I attack it from its back, I don't want to accidentally hit someone if I miss.
No, we're not doing that. So you don't have to worry about
it. Okay. Alright, can I... because a lot's going on in this room. Can I run up behind it?
Yeah. I'll say that you can get, like, to the side of Gonk. Are you going after Gonk or the wolf?
I'm going to do Gonk.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to get to the side, so, like, both you and Relian would be engaged at different sides.
Alright.
And so there are things that could give you things there. I think it's mostly rogues. And I don't know if... I guess it's flanking, so whatever. We won't play flanking.
Another thing that got removed out of 5e to speed up combat.
Oh, with the recent revision? Yeah. Come on, guys. Make it faster. Don't add. Like
We're trying.
No, not you guys. Like the designers of the game. Like they streamlined so much, but like left so much clutter in combat. It's like, oh god, come on.
Oh my god, but come on, the clutter in 3E.
You have advantage on that roll.
Yeah, you have advantage, Athena.
So I rolled a 22 for hit.
So roll another attack.
So now I'm gonna do damage. Do I want to do another hit?
Roll another hit because there's a chance if you could crit. Because 22 definitely hits, but.
All right, so I'm gonna do 22 to hit, right? And now I do damage rolls.
Yep.
Yes, you do. Holy cow!
Heck yeah! Let's go, gamer!
This is what I'm here for. I need to not be doing crossbow stuff and actually be doing this shit. Alright, what's the damage?
I don't know, the DM is writing things down. He's afraid. We might be winning.
He's got to do a calculator add up all them
Or
numbers.
we might be not dying, I think. We might be not dying.
I was curious. The two damage rolls. It was an accidental click, right?
No, because
Or do you get to take?
It says I have 2. I have a 1d8 plus 6 and then a 1d10 plus 4.
That's if you're using it with both hands or not.
Oh, okay. So then the first one was slashing, and then the second one was slashing.
I mean, you're not using a shield, right? So it
No,
would,
I don't have my shield out for this.
so you would take the 1d10 one. Because it's versatile. That's like the
Alright.
the label on the weapon, which means you can either use 1 or 2 hands, and if you use 2 hands, it has potentially more damage.
Yeah, for this I guess I'm two-handing, so I guess the 14 damage is the one I'm gonna commit to.
Yeah. So then Athena like runs out of the hallway like past Ace. Ace definitely moves out of her way as she's just like, Athena's pissed that she hasn't seen blood yet, and
My one rolls.
comes with like an upswing with like both arms and like digs deep into like the right torso of Gonk as she screams and turns her attention towards you. Blah! For 14 damage. That's a big hit. And I'm going to say that was all of your movement to get to that point. Stepping up out of the fire, the direwolf, seeing its master being slashed open by this brazen warrior, leaps out of the fire and tries to bite Athena with advantage because it has tactics.
Oh
14.
no.
No, your AC's 18. You're like
My armor is 18.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
So this wolf like jumps on you and like bites, but it just gets a piece of your armor and kind of like rolls off of you and now is like standing crouched to your back as you're engaged with Gonk. Torellian.
It's my turn.
Your turn.
How far away is the dire wolf thing?
So you're like right engaged with Gonk. Athena is just to your left, and then behind Athena is the dire wolf as it kind of like rolled off of her with like a leaping bite.
Okay. Is there? Okay. So I've got my warhammer. The Gonk just growled at Athena, right? So it's kind of like hunched over, growling at her.
Yeah, kind of like subtly turned and is showing an aggression towards Athena.
Is she kind of hunched over because she got stabbed in the side?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll run over, use the dire wolf as a ledge. I want to jump off the middle of the back of the dire wolf, striking in the air, and try to strike Gonk in the head with the claw of my warhammer. So, does that take an acrobatics check?
If it's just flavor, we'll just say that. So you're like, what's the goal of bouncing off the wolf?
I want to get to the back of the head.
Oh, like get to the back of Gonk?
Yeah. My goal is to get high so the claw can go in the back of Gonk's head as she's hunched over.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your attack with your warhammer.
With advantage because it's against Gonk.
Yes.
So roll twice.
Yeah, or right click it, and there should be like a green advantage that you can change it to before you click. You right click on the modifier for your warhammer.
On the hit DC?
On the hit plus, I think you're like +4 or something.
+6?
Oh yeah.
Oh, pretty sure
And don't forget it. You can also rage. Just.
That's a
saying.
crit.
That's kind of your thing.
That's a lot of damage.
So then I roll damage.
Now you roll damage. I think you could right click it and say.
Do it.
Crit damage. It
Crit.
says roll as crit damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
roll with crit damage.
Maybe?
And do a lot. Oh wow.
11.
Ah,
That 2. Oof.
big oof.
It's okay. It's still a big hit. So Relian sidesteps really quick as the wolf is falling to the ground, jumps off of it and kind of pushes it down to the ground and swings around and smacks with your warhammer. The move doesn't go off perfectly. It strikes true, but because of like the momentum loss, it doesn't do as much damage as you thought it would, but it looks fucking cool as shit. As your warhammer hits Gonk in the back of the head and she goes and once again her attention is now swung over to you. As like you can just see like the force of your warhammer has just like drawn the blood out of her sinus like into her mouth as like blood starting to gush down. Strangely, she seems to be enjoying it a bit. Back up to the top of the stack with Hikage, followed by Gonk.
I'm gonna shoot her in the foot.
You have advantage.
Yeah, your arrow like hits right into like her calf area, and she screams in utter agony as her enjoyment quickly shifts to a seemingly state of panic. She are you staying put? Hikage?
Yeah, I'm just focused on shooting.
Shoot her. Gonk in like a rage just like swings her Morning Star straight at Relian.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Rillian, did you rage?
I did not.
That's unfortunate.
That would have been a good thing to do on your opening intimidation check.
Hindsight. I'm still learning.
And she just oh, it's an additional D8 too. She has brute, which lets her. She swings really hard, and she critted. Another D8.
So before you take that off, was I supposed to have a long rest before this all? So would I be back at higher HP?
Well, you and Hikage went and scouted, and you did not get a long rest.
Okay. Okay.
I have to punish you guys for splitting the party somehow. I'm not punishing you, I'm just following the narrative. And the Morning Star hits you into just like right into the side as you jump and hit her, and then she just comes up and smacks you as hard as she can for 17 damage.
Ow.
Dune, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna let them continue taking care of the bugbear. And I'm gonna do what I did before, reposition myself, and then pull the dire wolf back into the fire away from all of them.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't as good of a hit. Yeah, it probably doesn't hit.
No, that just misses. And I'll say that it may have been because you're trying to do it through the fray of like this nonsense that's going on between the barbarian and the bugbear and the fighter that you just barely miss. Did you want to move at all or stay put?
No, because I moved to get to where I am. I'll just stay here.
Okay.
No, it's probably too late now. But could I have done a reaction check on that hit?
Yeah, what reaction do you have? Or what do you mean? Like, what did you want to do?
So, it says, as a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3 per short rest.
Yes.
Stone endurance.
It's
yeah.
Goliath thing.
Yeah, I think it's a Goliath thing.
So, sorry, am I too late to do that?
No, go ahead and do it. It's a new ability. Let's go ahead and roll 1d12. Or if it has a click to roll, go ahead and do that. Sarah, you're up, followed by Ace.
It says 1d12 plus 3.
I can't cast any spells though. I'm fucking broke.
Do you have a cantrip? You also have your bard abilities, like the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, Ace is up after you, so if you want to do something buff Ace or Athena.
So does that reduce the damage dealt by 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just go ahead and add 15.
So instead of
Hey,
17
how do I
damage,
use
took
Bardic
2.
Inspiration?
Okay.
Somebody send help. I did that before. Oh, there it is. Bardic Inspiration on Ace. Right? Send help. How do I do Bardic Inspiration on Ace? I've done it before.
I think you
Bardic
just announced it.
inspiration.
I don't think.
I just announce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and check the box because you get
I did.
4
I
of
checked the
them.
box.
Yeah, okay.
I did. Yeah, 2 out of 4. And then what? Roll?
No, it's just a creature
You're
within 60
welcome.
feet gains an inspiration die that can be added to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome. Okay.
Just go, Ace. You're
right.
inspired. You're welcome.
I'm gonna take out my crossbow and shoot Gonk. Wow.
Oh no!
Oh, bummer.
No!
Those are some Tahir rolls, Bob.
Should have given me the
So good.
inspiration.
My inspiration was just thrown to the garbage.
My first character was a monk who hit everything but always rolled 1s for damage.
And then I had my barbarian who rolled stupid damage but never hit.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a ladybug.
Hey, rude.
Because ladybugs don't sting. Kind of poop on you if they get scared.
Just wait, man. Just wait.
Them lady beetles hurt, though.
That's my turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So your crossbow bolt it's very true, but Gonk seems to be in a flit of rage. Sorry. Can't even
So sorry.
talk.
It's so proper. Like it's appropriate.
This is my first 3-hour meeting since back from COVID.
Not the best
Talking.
3-hour meeting.
Best 3-hour meeting. Love you guys. Crossbow bolt hits, but Gonk is unfazed and seems to be still like heavily like enraged and focused on the combatants around her. And Athena, it is your turn. Oh, and unless Ace, you wanted to move.
No, I'm gonna stay in the doorway.
All right, I'm gonna do my longsword.
Do it, dog.
Oh yeah, that
And-
hits true.
You have advantage.
Motherfuck.
Okay, go ahead and roll one more to hit roll. See if you get a crit.
But only 6.
So after this barrage of hits, and Gonk only getting one hit in on Relian, Athena's slash hits true, cutting open her neck. She covers, as she's falling to the ground, she covers her neck just enough to be able to say some last words to you all, and says, "Good fighters! Biggie Bum better! Biggie Bum, kill you!" And she falls over dead into the ground. The wolf lets out a howl and bites into Athena's ankle.
Bad dog. Bad dog.
But Athena's, after this, you're like in like a state of like bloodlust. You're just able to like kick the dog away as it tries to protect its owner. Back to Relian.
Okay, seeing Bugbear fall, just after taking that damage, I'm within striking distance of the wolf, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I take the blunt end of my hammer and I go for the wolf. Just behind the head, looking for the shoulders.
Wait.
Like a non-lethal
Wait.
blow.
Can we have a conversation here? Can we?
No,
can we
you
talk
can't
about
because
this?
it's combat. You can't have conversations in combat.
So I go not necessarily for the non-lethal bow, but for the. I see that it's going for the attack. Athena just shrugged it off. I'm going for the debilitating blunt force blow to its upper shoulders.
Okay.
So that's just a regular roll, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing. You just basically it's either you're going lethal or non-lethal. There's certain weapons that I think that you can't unless they took that out recently.
You can do it with any melee attack. I think you can say that it's a non-lethal blow. Like you hit them with, the blunt side of an axe, or you hit them with your the handle of your sword or something.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 definitely hits for 9 damage. So you bring your the hilt of your warhammer down on its back, and it lets out a yelp. But it's still, its master just went down, and it turns at you with like vicious dead eye. Hikage, you are up, followed by Dune.
I'm gonna roll to see if I understood that Relian was trying to incapacitate the wolf or not.
Well, you hit it. The handle of his mace. So.
Yeah, I'll say it's conveyed. You're all like combatants, right? Like you understand the movements of the like speak through your actions, I guess.
So he was visibly trying to knock it out rather than kill it.
Yeah.
Because I have my bow out, so I'm just gonna ready an arrow and watch.
Okay. Yep. Dune, you're up.
Also seeing kind of that he's trying to take it out non-lethally. I don't really have anything non-lethal immediately ready, so I'm just gonna kind of hold my action. I guess I'll take the dodge action if that happens to come up.
Can't
If
you
I
try
see-
and you could try and grapple it, can't you?
Yeah.
I don't know how well
Wait,
that'll
wait,
go.
wait,
I'm
wait,
not.
wait. Why do you
You're not
want
strong.
that, DM? Why do you want that?
Because I want you guys to win.
I mean, we've won at this point. We're just
No, I'm actually not strong, so grappling probably wouldn't work very well.
And it might not be if it's not what Dune would do.
Nah, and he wouldn't go in for a grapple.
If I see the wolf bite anybody else, I'll probably shoot it.
Okay. Yeah, so you've got it on ready. Yeah. Okay, Sarah, you're up, followed by Ace.
I'm just gonna sing to the wolf.
I think like non-lethal vicious mockery sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's psychic damage, right?
I'm
So
just gonna
it-
sing to the wolf.
knock it
Right, this-
unconscious.
Try to put it to sleep. Sing it a lullaby.
Does non-lethal mean you can only drop its hit point to 1 at the lowest?
I mean-
you drop it to 0, but like you're not trying to kill it. You're trying to just knock it unconscious.
Okay.
I'm just trying to hold it because I don't want to go to sleep by myself. So I need a little fluffy poofs come to sleep with me.
Okay, and vicious mockery, that's wisdom check. Oh, sorry for the wolf. The wolf fails that check, so go ahead and roll your vicious mockery damage.
Wait, how? I thought I
It's
did.
it's on the spell. It should be on your actions. Just maybe spells. That's weird. It's not. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet.
Yeah, she just rolled a 4.
I rolled a 4.
Oh well, there you go. The wolf
Garbage
seem.
roll.
Your voice seems to be calming it down, and it like shakes its head, and tries to keep its anger,
No.
poised at Athena. Ace, you're up.
I'm going to mimic Hikage's actions and just hold my crossbow and shoot if it bites someone.
I'm not gonna bite anyone.
Athena, you're up.
I'm my current state, like I don't think I've taken any damage, right? It's just been my armor. I'm
Yeah,
kind of like
you-
in a state of bloodlust or whatever.
Yeah.
So the wolf, where is it in comparison to everyone else? Like, because I just finished slicing off a head, kind of.
Yeah, so Gonk is like to the right of you, the dire wolf is to the left of you. And Relian,
And the wolf is aggressive.
the wolf is still aggressive towards you. Yeah, you just
Mhm.
killed its master, so it's pissed at you specifically.
And I'm within range, within 5 feet, because it was recently biting me.
Yeah.
And we want to take it out.
No.
We don't want to.
take it out. We need to talk about this as a party. For all
You
of us.
can't. It's bullet time. So
It's bullet time. All right. My eyes are red. I'm gone red rig.
your training's taking over, right? You're like
I'm on instinct right now. Protective instinct. But I mean, you guys can shout at me.
I do not strike. It strikes all on its own.
What he said.
Is any way to stop before I do a move?
No one can stop you at this point. It's all you.
Oh shoot.
I guess
All right.
somebody could yell like 2 words.
Yeah.
That's
like,
the equivalent that you have.
If there's any disagreement for my instinctual slashing on this dog, let it be soon, because I'm about to roll.
2 words, very specifically. The rules might even say 3 words, but let's just say 2. It's hyper specific.
No one cares. I'm gonna kill a dog. Okay.
We care and we don't remember.
Well, I might miss.
Clink.
1, 1, 1.
All right. How's that look, boss?
That misses. As the wolf, you were able to, kick away its bite, and then it was able to dodge away from your sword. And then it comes back at you with a bite. And lands it.
Shoot.
And I believe that means that an arrow and a bolt are headed its way.
Yep, because that was the rules of my hold action.
Yep.
It hit, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, it did.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh, and it did that much damage too.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
That arrow hit?
All right.
Crossbow bolt misses, and the arrow just barely hits for 7 damage. Somehow, this wolf is hanging on. It wants revenge for its master. Relian, you are up, as this wolf is just looking like a hot mess in this smoldering, smoky room. I'll say that, now it kind of smells like burnt hair because the dog went into the fire just to make it smell even worse. And some of the wood from the fire got kicked out and has started to ignite the pile of firewood stacked besides the pit, just kind of choking the room out. It's kind of become this even more terrible place.
Okay. I see what's going on, but I have empathy for the dog. So, question. Since I'm holding my warhammer with 2 hands, am I able to do an unarmed strike with 1 hand?
It would be your action. That's like a special monk thing. Monks can do like a free unarmed strike each turn. Or maybe it's a key point. I don't remember. But no, you'd have to either do an unarmed strike or hit with the hammer.
Okay.
You can still specify non-lethal though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, seeing that he just bit Athena, I take my hammer, and I try to I clonk him again, right on the skull this time, right on the face, knocking him away from Athena, trying to knock him unconscious. Again, non-lethal.
Okay.
Is it attached to me? Like, did it bite my arm and it's gnawing at it, or did it just take a swipe at me?
Talk about the worst rolls of the night.
I'll say that it's kind of as Relian comes in, he's actively trying to knock the wolf off of you, right? It's it transitions into his attack.
Okay.
And I'll say that the hammer does connect and knock the wolf off, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. It's a graze type miss. Back to Hikage, followed by Dune. It's direwolf, man.
I shoot it. Piercing along.
Yep. Hikage's arrow hits perfectly true into the lung as the wolf was just like knocked off of Athena. This arrow just comes in, strikes right into its chest as it gets stood up, and falls back on the ground as you hear like the air leave its lungs. It was a very humane death.
Very humane.
I yell out, "No!" as the wolf dies.
And then begin to prepare its pelt. Just kidding.
I mean, I would.
Sorry, didn't hear you. You're on mute. Meanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sad.
Just sad.
Just sad. He's about to prepare the pelt. Very sad.
So the room's starting to get like choked with like black smoke, as like the fire was disturbed, and it's just now like kicking up mass amounts of smoke. Unless
It's
there's
time
like
to move, right? We have to move.
Oh, can the owl bear reveal what this room looks like a little bit more now? Or no, because of the smoke?
Oh yeah. I'm choking on the smoke. Yeah, so there's like the cave and there's like a fire in the middle. Oops, sure. And you've got like Gonk's body next to Direwolf's body, and you're all kind of around. And then this is the like there's like the chimney that you saw that you made the connection that it connected to the kennel below.
We gotta leave. The smoke is filling up.
Ace is just gonna start looking around the room. Like, did we see any crates or anything when we first entered?
Ace, why are you obsessed with the crates?
Well, Ace doesn't breathe, so
Yeah, the smoke. The only thing the smoke does is limit my vision.
Did you see barrels? Barrels, crates, things with things inside of them.
Yeah, Ace, you see that near Clark's, or what did I call her?
Gonk.
Gonk. Near Gonk's makeshift throne, out of bones, is a small like wooden box.
I'll go open the box.
Within the box, you find 600 copper pieces that you just know this is 600 copper pieces.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny.
Quick
that,
math.
Like everybody's like, you're all like, if you went to the state fair, you'd all know exactly how many gumballs are in that jar.
Okay.
600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 2 potions. Give me a quick Arcana check.
Everyone?
Arcana.
No, just Ace for now.
Okay.
3. Wow.
I guess yeah, everybody's like, well, not everybody sees because it's all smoky.
Yeah.
So you're not sure. They're 2 magical potions.
Okay.
You're not sure what
I'm gonna
they do.
close the box and pick it up and walk out of the room.
Okay, cool.
Smart.
Before I walk out, I'm just gonna take a quick peek around. Do I see a shield
No.
sitting anywhere?
Oh, let's do a perception check for that.
Nope.
You ain't found shit. uh, yeah. There may have been, but like with the obfuscation of the room, actually rolling a 1 there is perfect.
Yeah.
As you're like choking out on, especially somebody who's like got a sensitive olfactory system, you're just like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. So I'll leave.
Cool.
I have a question. Is there anything at the other end of this cave that we can see, like an entryway to another? Is this like kind of like a dead end other than these 2 exits? Like
Yes.
the way we came. Okay.
Yeah. I think it was either Sarah or somebody made a perception roll, right? Or I told
Definitely
you
not
that
me.
she fell on your bum.
Is
running
there,
up the corridor.
and because of the smoke, we're not going to be able to smell if there's any scents in this room, I guess.
We will not, but maybe we have a
No,
nose.
I will just smell smoke.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
just
not even gonna
smell
have somebody
smoke.
roll. It's like it's pretty noxious at this point. It's
Well,
smells-
we've had.
Ugh.
I guess we didn't have our objective here, so I don't know if there's anything else we want to check here. Do we
No.
want to investigate the body? Seems like he was just kind of an extra type of thug. Not really anyone important, but is it worthwhile to investigate the body or maybe check around the room?
I don't know. It could go
Check
both
him for a minute.
ways.
And then I scramble out of the room.
What did he say? He cut out.
Check them for maps.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I just want to look and see if there's anything worthwhile to grab before we leave the room, because this is the last room before we leave the cave, right?
Yeah.
As far as we know.
All right, DM.
Yeah, you guys. I guess you check the body. I'll say that you recover a sword that specifically Athena would notice and remember that Sonaton carried that that Gonk had attached to her hip. And also that you noticed it like in the battle.
Okay.
Wait, noticed it and said nothing to the party.
You can't really talk during the battle.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I'll say you notice it right as like you managed to get the dog off of you. I guess you saw like it's kind of like it was on the back of her body on her hip. She's like a big, hairy, nasty beast. So did you want to grab that before you run out of the room, Nina?
Okay. All right.
So you
And
have,
is that? Go ahead.
It's other than knowing that it belongs to Sonatan, that's it's just like a standard longsword.
All right. So is that satisfactory enough of a search then? And I guess I leave the room as well.
I grab the corpse of the dire wolf. I drape it over my shoulders, and I also head out.
Okay, as you all are making your way towards the entrance of the cave, like the smoke's starting to like billow, and you see like some of the smoke coming out of like the kennel room, and you hear the dog or the wolf that was left behind there yelping, kind of like for help. As you like kind of you can smell and see smoke kind of like billowing out of that room as they like shared that air conduit. Nothing? Okay.
I look over.
No, I hate that they're killing the dire wolves. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, I look over.
I am so not okay with that.
To see if anybody will take the dire wolf off my shoulders, so I can run into the kennel room.
Give it to Dune. He's big
Yeah,
enough to hold it.
I'll grab it off of him.
Okay, I hand the dire wolf to Dune, because I don't want to see the wolf in the kennel.
Do
with this
not kill the
dead
dire
wolf
wolf.
on my
Do not.
shoulders. So I go back. I go in there. I stare down the wolf. I see that he's out, and then I slowly open the cage, keeping eye contact the entire time.
Okay, yeah, you open the cage and the wolf just runs past you, and then the rest of you in the party, you see the wolf run past you and out of the cave. Like it like when it turns the corner, it like kicks a bunch of rocks up and almost like stumbles into the creek a little bit, and then finds its footing as it hightails out of the cave. And as you all get out of the cave, it's been about an hour and a half. I don't remember. I think you were all approaching around, like, was it evening? Yeah.
I thought it was the morning.
It was the morning. That's right.
was
Yeah, because
morning,
it didn't take that long. So it's about like high noon at this point. The bright sun just like blinds you as you all look around and like see your compatriots you're all feeling a little bit more minted as a group, going through this last hour and a half through this cave, kind of trying to piece together in your mind what you just went through. As a cloud drift comes in and just starts to pelt you with a heavy autumn rain. And we'll stop the session there because that seems like a good point. Also, as you look back, you can see the dark smoke kind of billowing out of an unforeseen area of the cave, mixing with the rain. There we go.
Oh my god, I miss gaming with you guys so much. If we can like get this off live stream
Hold on.
and get it off the VOD.